be surprised to learn that 99.9% of people are delusional. They'll probably spend between $2 and $8 million if you ask them what they do with $10 million in less than a minute. I'm pretty positive about it. Because financial independence is only attained by 1% or fewer people, the majority of people are misguided. Welcome, tycoons. Here is our simple yet a bit of eye-opening advice for becoming rich. Now, before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment below, saying, "I subscribed." And we will do our best to personally reply to your comments. Check out the links in the description below for free giveaways, you'll love them. Quick disclaimer, it's important to note that we are not financial advisors. These are some of our viewpoints, to help bring out the best in you. This video was made for educational and entertainment purposes only. Consult your financial advisor. Here at Project Billionaire, we do our best to give value to you and to inspire you to become one of the future magnates. Motivation is a symptom, not a cure. I believe that the first step is to let go of your own guilt, shame, and excuses for why you don't deserve it. Many people are sitting there criticizing themselves. Whenever you set goals that are not consistent with your core principles and later fail to achieve them because you give up on them. As a result, you start to blame yourself and believe you are flawed. You should first examine everything you've done in your life to see how it has benefited both you and others, then get rid of any guilt or shame that may be there. This is because wealth cannot be attained apart from serving others. And if you're not committed to helping others, you're living the fiction of success. You must be sure that serving others and riches are both important to you, because if neither of these are, you will likely spend your money without realizing it. You must prioritize wealth creation over spending. Serving others must be more important to you than taking from them. And you must have the ability to devote yourself to something that is truly consistent with your principles, or you won't stick with it. Warren Buffett spent with by the time he was 11 he had already read all the books in the Omaha, Nebraska library, and wealth building by the age of 11, he was committed to the result. People who are truly committed to developing their wealth have established savings and investment plans, have studied the topic in a study project they mentor under, and have put it into practice. In addition to wanting to create a long-lasting company, they think about trying to help people. Every person has a set of values, things that are most important to least significant in their life, and according to them, they live their lives according to their priorities and values. The most powerful and effective versions of themselves can be found when they set goals that are in line with their core principles. They are at their most appreciative, resilient, self-disciplined and contented moments in their lives during this time. Whenever they are trying to infuse their own lower values or live by lower value systems while also seeking to reduce others' higher values. They put off things, procrastinate, and get impatient. They no longer control their own destiny but rather become, may we say, victims of that past. You then observe how people fill their spaces. You observe their time management. You observe their attentiveness and disciplined behavior. You observe the areas that are most organized. Take a look at the areas of their spending. You observe what they focus on most in their thoughts, visualizations, affirmations, and conversations with others that are consistent with the life they want to create. You should consider their motivations, objectives, and areas of interest. The likelihood of being spontaneously motivated to get up and do something in the morning is highest for anyone who is setting objectives and intents that are consistent with the line with the highest values. As a result, if you have an entrepreneur working in a company and they have discovered what is most meaningful to them, they have discovered the tap dance to work energy that Warren Buffett describes. In order to ensure that their product or service fits the needs of their target market, an entrepreneur must also learn what their target market's core values are. So figuring out your own values and the values of other people you wish to serve is essential. If you can locate those two, you've found your niche. You now have the opportunity to accomplish exactly what you would love to do when you wake up in the morning and you get to go and fulfill other people's wishes. Since everyone has a set of priorities and values in their life, whenever they live by their highest value, what the ancient Greeks called the telos, which is also their top priority, they are acting in accordance with their highest priorities. Napoleon Hill referred to it as the chief, and Ed Helson described it as a magnificent obsession, or the big why. The most significant and worthwhile action they can take is to uphold that highest value. It serves that goal. When you do, you become the most resilient and flexible to both pleasure and pain. Lower values on the list make you feel less inspired, less fulfilled, and more inclined to procrastinate about performing things. The trick is to give the thing that means the most to you the greatest priority in all you do so that you don't give up. You are strong and willing to embrace both pleasure and agony in the service of a worthy goal. If you are not upholding your highest ideals because you are only willing to do it for pleasure and you will want to give up if it causes you pain, you will always require inspiration. The distinction between inspiration, which comes from within, and motivation, which comes from without, is that those who are inspired from within are those who are living by their highest values, while those who require motivation from outside are those who haven't found their highest values or are living by lower values and need constant rewards and motivation. Thus, we need to motivate our animal nature. It enables us to work from an inner core mission that transcends. It enables us to be able to accept discomfort and pleasure, support problems and any complementary opposites that you confront along the path you turn into on the way. Are you enjoying this video? Consider hitting the like button and subscribe. You shouldn't have unrealistic expectations if you intend to fly between two buildings. Every human being makes decisions based on what would provide them with the greatest advantage over disadvantage. Internal hostility, aggression, and feelings of betrayal. Internal challenge and criticism, sadness, despair, and despondency. And this internal ABCD of negativity, which some refer to as negative self-talk and negative self-behavior, is actually a feedback system to ensure that we are establishing reasonable expectations that are in line with our true beliefs. And we can tell something is real if we can picture it in our mind's eye, we understand the plan, we are aware of the steps to take, and it is attainable. When you do have realistic expectations, you continue to make efforts and show signs of manifesting your desired outcomes. The best course of action is to set small, attainable goals and develop your ability to follow through on your promises. Your piggy banks will become into biggie banks and your small steps will turn into enormous aspirations if you train yourself to follow through on what you say. Therefore, if you set goals that are congruent and that are truly meaningful to you, and you start breaking them down into manageable bites, you just keep doing things and keep rewarding yourself by completing quick steps, you'll end up manifesting things because you just strategize your way into the bigger game. If you stick with it long enough and take daily action toward your goal while being persistent, sooner or later everyone else will sort of fade away, leaving you at the top. All you have to do is persevere. Procrastination is a result of three primary things. It's an unclear vision. It is an untucked vision that means you're taking on too big a chunk without bringing it down to small enough bites that you can go and get it done. And it's not linked to your highest values. People who believe they will always be positive are crazy in my opinion. Similar to a magnet, you have two sides, and the more you've created a fantasy that only has one side, the more sad you become when reality doesn't match your fantasy. As a result, with a balanced orientation, I establish realistic goals in real time, and I am a realistic guy. As opposed to creating fantasies and then suffering nightmares. Contrary to what some would have you believe, the actual metaphysical basis underlying the law of attraction is not true. If you're a woman who is passionate about raising children and has 3 lovely children, you'll notice things relating to raising children rather than business materials as you stroll through a mall. But if you're a businessman and you're in a mall, you're going to see business things and not notice children's stuff. To put it another way, whatever is most important to you, you're going to filter out of your reality, you're going to see opportunities, you're going to make decisions faster because you have more awareness, you're going to stick to them with more perseverance in that area, and you're going to see more synchronicities. As a result, a large portion of the secret simply consists of the things that happen on their own accord when you are in line with your highest values. Therefore, if a person will make goals that are consistent and aligned, break them down, follow those steps, prioritize it, and delegate them, they will experience incredible synchronicities. As a result, people build their reality by bringing their vision, affirmations, and things into alignment. So, I think it isn't as metaphysical as it is axiological, and that it is founded on human value systems. Hope you guys were able to get valuable information and help you get the next step closer to becoming a billionaire. We wish you the best of luck, everyone. We have regular videos that will help you grow abundantly, so stay tuned. Don't forget to check out our links below in the description box. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video and let us know your thoughts on this video. Until then, we'll see you at the next one.